Oh, my eyes are so red. That's what you get for chopping a kilo's worth of onions. It's there, just slicing, chopping for like an hour. Tears streaming down my face. But sometimes we have to suffer for good food, right? Now, some of you who have been with this channel for a long time might be thinking, Adam, you've already done a French onion soup. And you'd be correct, about 4 years ago, I think. But that video was cringe as hell. Cringe as f***.
Hands up if you really like French onion soup. Me, I like it. Me.
I thought I was the bee's knees. I thought, oh, I'm just going to take over YouTube with my charisma, my humour. It was awful, man. That was just a horrible, horrendous video. Right at the beginning, when I started. The recipe was fine, just me. Even the intro music was just... So I'm going to do French onion soup again, but we're going to level it up. French onion soup 2.0. We're going to use 3 types of onion. Yes, we've gone flipping extra on this channel. Look, big bowl of onions. Is it complicated to make? No. Is it time consuming? Yes. Okay, this is not like a weekday meal. You're going to need to dedicate some time to it. But the rewards are going to be worth it. Trust me, I'm your friend. I won't let you down. But listen, stick a like on this video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a comment as well at the end after you've watched it. But come on, get your face down here. Let's get on with it. Onions. Onions, yes. This is going to be the hardest part. It's a lot of onions to slice up. You can probably use a food processor if it's got a slicing attachment, but I did it by hand because I'm a masochist. I'm an onion masochist. But I said we're using 3 types of onion, and I wasn't joking. We've got some white onion, red onion, and I've got some shallots as well. Those are the shallots that I used. Here in the UK, we call them banana shallots. Now you're going to want roughly a kilo of onions. Now you could be really fussy with it and kind of divide it up into 3, which would mean like 333.33 grams, all right, to make it up to a kilo. But listen, no one's got time for that, so just kind of round it up to like 340, 350 grams per type of onion. If it's a bit over, don't worry about it. It's not an issue. But listen, we need to get these in the pan and give them some caramelisation. So, got Old Faithful here. Let's get it onto a low heat. I'm going to go in with a hefty chunk of butter. It's about that much. And a generous sloosh of olive oil. About 2 tablespoons. So I'm just going to let that melt, and then we'll chuck in the onions.
A few minutes later.
Right, so it's melted. Let's get the onions in. Now, you're probably thinking, like, that is just way too much. But listen, trust me, right? Onions are basically just water. There's lots and lots of water in there, so they're going to shrink down quite a lot. Now, look, this is a crucial step, okay? You cannot rush this step at all. They need to break down, go super soft, nice slow caramelisation. That's why it needs to be on a low heat, okay? We're not making burger onions, we don't want to fry them. We want to caramelise them gently. It's going to be like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. I see so many recipes for French onion soup. They're just outright lying to you. They say, oh, caramelise the onions for like 20-30 minutes. It's not enough time. You end up with like half raw onion in your soup. That's not good for anybody. But they must know this. So either they're bullshitting and they know that it takes hours to make, but they're just thinking, oh, I'll just put 20-30 minutes because people won't make it if it says like an hour and a half. So I'll just lie. I'll just put 20-30 minutes. That'll do. That'll do. Or, which is more likely, they're making crap French onion soup. Liars. Liars out there. You're liars. They're all liars. Top chefs as well. I've seen some from, I'm not going to name them, but, you know, up there TV chefs. 20-30 minutes to caramelise the onions. No. Onions are not your friend. At all. In fact, they're annoying. I have a love-hate relationship with onions. Make you cry, they take ages to cook, but they add so much flavour to stuff and they taste delicious. Adam Garratt made French onion soup in 2014. The video was trash.
I like it. Me. I like it.
I mean, I might still be trash now. I might just still be crap. I mean, is this good content? Well, you keep watching me, so it must be all right. And see, I just want to prove a point. These onions have been on for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and they are nowhere near done. They're not caramelised at all. In fact, they're barely just going soft. They're lying to you. Liars. Liars. Right, this is what I'm talking about, okay? This is caramelised onions. They're nice and soft, nice and jammy, nice and golden brown. And each type of onion is going to add its own flavour. It's all about layers. And I'm just going to add in the garlic. And I'm just going to stir that in until it smells fragrant. It just cooks it out a little bit. It's like 30 seconds to a minute. Next thing I'm going to add is a good heaped tablespoon of plain flour. And I'm going to stir that in, mix it around, cook it out for a bit. Then I'm going to add some white wine. About 200, 250 ml. And I'm just going to stir it whilst kind of scraping the bottom of the pan. It's going to lift off all those sort of caramelised, Maillardy sort of bits, really. And I'm just going to let that sizzle for a bit, just to kind of take the raw alcohol flavour out. God, that smells incredible. This could be like a new health spa thing, like a onion soup facial. Ooh. This pan has now done its job, so I'm going to transfer it to a bigger pot. In you go. Get all those bits off the bottom, get it all in. I'm going to add my bouquet garni, which is just some thyme, about this much, and I've got a couple of bay leaves as well. Give the bay leaves a bit of a scrunch in your hand, tie it up with some food grade string, plop it in. Next I'm going to add the beef stock. You can absolutely use homemade beef stock. If you've got the time to do that, then do it. But listen, most people don't have time for that, so use some pre-bought stuff. Now, I've talked about these many times before. I use these all the time. They're the Knorr jelly stocks and they are fantastic. I've yet to find a better pre-made stock than these. I know I'm not sponsored, but flipping move over, Marco. Send the check, Knorr. Send the check. And I'm also going to add a little tot of brandy. Just a sort of lid full like that. And I'm just going to season this with some pepper. I'm not going to add any salt at this point because stock is quite salty. And all you're going to do is just bring that to a gentle simmer and just leave it ticking away for about 30-40 minutes. Because everything in there is just going to get to know each other. The onions, the garlic, the herbs, the brandy, the wine are all just going to kind of make love to each other and produce this wonderful French onion soup baby. And whilst that's doing that, you can get on and prep your toasts, which all I'm going to do is take a garlic clove, slice it in half like that, so you've got two halves, and just kind of take your toast and just kind of rub a bit of garlic on there. And you may have to kind of cut your toast to fit the vessel of your choice. You can get those really nice sort of fancy French onion soup bowls that are going to look nice, but I don't have one of those. So I'm going to kind of use this casserole dish thing. And you just kind of, that's it really, just more waiting. I mean, there's things you could be doing in the meantime. Relaxing. I could be doing all this washing up here, but I don't want to. I don't want to. This is the worst of kitchen chores. I think if you enjoy washing up, you're probably a psychopath, I think. It's just the same thing, day in, day out. You make your food, you put it on a clean plate, it then becomes a dirty plate. You have to wash the dirty plate, then dry the clean plate, put it back in the cupboard. And then the next day it's the same thing, over and over again until you die of old age. That's what washing up is. It's a punishment. Blub, 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 blub. Look at that. Wonderful pool of oniony goodness. Mesmerising. But we need to taste it for seasoning. Let's try a bit. That's good. Does need a touch of salt though. Just a pinch or two. I am also going to fish out our bouquet garni. You never learn, do you, Adam? You never flipping learn. Okay, let's assemble this soup. Now, you're probably going to serve this up in individual soup bowls, okay? If you're going to do that, make sure they're oven proof because we're going to finish this off underneath the grill. All we're going to do is get the soup and ladle it in. Then I'm going to take our toasts. I'm just going to kind of lay them on the top. Look at that, beautiful, isn't it? But we're not finished there yet, folks, because now we're going to add some cheese.
Cheese.
Now, the most popular cheese to use is Gruyere, but we're going to make it even Frenchier. So I'm going to use some Comte. And literally, you want to go ham, right? Grate on an unacceptable amount of this cheese. You need lots. Because this soup is quite sweet from all those onions, you want the richness and savouriness, saltiness from the cheese to counterbalance it. So when you grate on and you think it's enough, keep bloody going. More! More! Yes, more. It's like a cheesy pillow cloud. It deserves to sit on top of your French onion soup. Wow, it's a bit smoky in here, isn't it? You can tell I haven't used the grill for some time. It's like an episode of Stars in Their Eyes. But yes, we need to get this under the grill, or if you're in the States, I think you call it a broiler, and just grill it for like 10 minutes, just until the cheese is nice and melted, got a nice golden brown crust, and that's the soup done. So let's get on with it.
More moments later.
Oh, look at this sucker. Oh my God. Cheese, look at that. But listen, you know what's gonna happen if you were to bite into that now. Hot molten cheese, it'll ruin your life. Leave it alone for a bit. Like 5-10 minutes, just leave it. Let it relax. And then we can tuck in. If you could smell in this kitchen, get a bit of everything, bit of soup, bit of cheese, bit of toast. Oh my God. Oh, it's still really hot. Oh, but it's so good, man. It is so good. It's sweet, it's savoury, got all that lovely cheese, crispy bits, soft bits, stretchy bits. There's so much onion in there. Imagine the farts you'll produce later after this. French onion soup. I mean, it's easy to make, it just takes time, all right? Don't listen to those BS chefs out there that are telling you to fry your onions for like 20-30 minutes. No. Hour and a half, 2 hours. That's how long it's going to take. And if you want to, do it the evening before, and then you can assemble the soup fairly quickly the next day. But look, that's the French onion soup done. We levelled it up, so I'm going to bugger off now and finish the rest of this. If you liked it, stick a like on it, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell as well, so every time I upload, you get told about it. But I'm going to love and leave you. I'll see your gorgeous faces in the next video. Bye for now.